In the last few years, there have been a wave of great low-cost 3D printers that are easy, affordable, and accessible, but they're limited to only being able to print in one color or material. So we questioned and said, how can we take this to the next level? How can we bring 3D printing to a point where we can print objects that are much more representative of the ideas we're trying to communicate? So we created the palette. From elegant home projects to highly complex prototypes complete with electrical connectivity, the palette enables your printer to create objects that used to be in the domain of much more expensive machines.
What the palette lets you do is turn your single color 3D printer into a multicolor and multi-property printer. At Mosaic, we've come up with our own unique solution.
It takes in 4 different types of filaments, and it actually joins them together end to end into one single filament strand that has perfectly calibrated lengths of each different filament. This approach enables controllable multicolor functionality from a single extruder, the extruder already on your 3D printer.
At first, it was all about color, and that was really exciting to us. But then with this new influx of materials that hit the market, like electrically conductive filament, all of a sudden we're now able to upgrade a printer to print something like a flashlight or embedded circuitry. And that's just now. There are new filaments becoming available all the time, from magnetic to stainless steel infused, and by combining these filaments with the palette, a whole new range of functional parts can be printed.
One of the big things we focused on since day one was no modifications as well as cross-platform compatibility. You put the palette next to your printer, run the filament through the measurement system, feed it into your printer, and then hit print.
The software that you already use, the CAD programs, they can all export multiple STLs. You slice these with your favorite slicer, run the output through our app, and you're ready to print.
Hi, we're the team behind TICO. As inventors, we constantly use 3D printers to create and test our ideas. But every 3D printer we used fell short of our expectations. They were heavy, overcomplicated, and unreliable. We often spent more time calibrating our printers than printing our inventions. So we came up with a simple solution: Unibody. This is TICO, the Unibody 3D printer. Most 3D printer frames are built using separate rails. Unibody means the rails are built into the chassis, creating one solid piece. One solid piece, Unibody. And with this simple shift in design, all the problems that came from separate rail systems disappeared. More reliable and accurate, TICO sets a new standard for 3D printers. And it doesn't stop at Unibody. TICO has an internal filament tray, enclosed build chamber, auto safety shutoff, a large print volume, a flexible base, wireless connectivity, and cloud-based software so you can print from almost anywhere on any internet-friendly device. With TICO, we've not only set a new standard for design, but for price too. TICO is only $179. Yup, $179. That's the beauty of unibody design. It's better and it costs less to manufacture. We could set the price higher, but we want everyone to have a TICO.
We like having things right away. When you need a cup of coffee, you just push the lever down. Calling a cab is now as easy as tapping for one. And when programming, you can see if your code works at the click of a button. With the Volterra V1, if you need custom circuit boards, just press print.
We've all been there. We send a circuit design off to a factory, wait 2 weeks for delivery, only to find that there's a mistake. A design takes a couple of iterations to perfect, but who's got the time for version 2, 3, or 4? Just create your layout in whatever program you're already comfortable with. Pass our software the Gerber files, and then press print. We designed this tool to help hardware developers see their ideas come to life faster than ever before. We use conductive and insulating ink to create fully functional 2-layer circuit boards without ever having to email files around or wait for the FedEx truck.
You spend hours modeling your 3D designs, and yet many 3D printers leave your prints looking scrappy and unfinished. One of the biggest frustrations is the hours spent cleaning up your 3D prints to create a perfect model. Well, those days are over. Introducing the Retouch 3D. Retouch 3D is the world's first specialty heated tool designed to clean up 3D printed models.
Hi, I'm Phil Newman, co-founder of Retouch 3D. Until you own a 3D printer, what you don't realize is that removing supports and getting rid of printing errors really sucks. We figured that if heat created a 3D print, then heat was the best way to clean it up. So, after experimenting with soldering irons, heated wax tools, blow torches, powered grinders and other scary equipment, we arrived at the Retouch 3D, the world's first heated tool for cleaning up 3D prints, with variable heat control and interchangeable heads designed for specific 3D retouching tasks. It's time to finish the job properly.
"3D printing is a revolution in creativity. You can make literally anything with it. All you have to do is click print." The problem with 3D printing is the filament. It's expensive and it's wasteful. And you're locked in to using only the manufacturer's colors and material. We've got this incredibly promising technology, but it's been held back. Until now. Introducing ProtoCycler, the world's first fully integrated, fully automated, safety-certified filament recycler. ProtoCycler allows you to create custom filament in any color you like, anytime, from raw plastic pellets. These pellets are available in a variety of materials and at a drastically lower cost than filament. A 1 kilo spool of filament costs you up to $50. With ProtoCycler, you can create that same 1 kilo spool in any color for as little as $5. That's a 90% cost savings on every spool you print with. Its fully automatic operation, combined with real-time diameter feedback, means that anyone can get perfect filament every time. Because there's a distributed spooling system built right into ProtoCycler, your filament comes pre-spooled and ready to use. With a class-leading extrusion speed of 10 feet a minute, it only takes about 2 hours to create each 1 kilo spool. And given all the expensive waste 3D printing produces, ProtoCycler delivers a revolutionary solution to that problem as well. ProtoCycler's integrated grinder can recycle all the plastic waste from your 3D printing. For the first time, any failed prints, obsolete prototypes, and especially rafting and support material can now be recycled into perfectly usable filament in any color. So, using the ProtoCycler to create a 1 kilo spool from your waste plastic costs you practically nothing. A 90% savings using pellets, and a 100% savings using your own waste plastic. 3 smart guys in the maker community invented the ProtoCycler solution, the desktop extrusion device that anyone can use. Designers, innovators, students, teachers, companies, makers and manufacturers, anyone, anywhere.